Whether any political party was eliminated?
The Election Commission did that.
Where is that order?
Ji?
Where is the?
Yes,
is there
Election Commission has passed the order.
Was that challenge?
जी?
Was that challenge?
यस, वो सलमान वो समझाएंगे क्योंकि उनका केस है, लेकिन आपने तो यहां तक कहा इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि वो चैलेंज हुआ था या नहीं हुआ था. इट वाज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन एंड यू हैव एग्रीड विद द मेजॉरिटी इन दोस.
3 की पिटीशन थी आपकी एसआईसी की. देखिए अगर आप इस तरह पीछे जाते जाएंगे ना
सर, पीछे का आप मेजॉरिटी जजमेंट को रिव्यू करना चाहते हैं. मेजॉरिटी जजमेंट अभी तक आपके सामने नहीं पढ़ी गई है.
आप वो पॉइंट तो आए नहीं,
पढ़ी नहीं गई है.
सुबह से आपसे पूछा जा रहा है कि कहां पर
पाकिस्तान की हिस्ट्री में पहली दफा 13 मेंबर बेंच की जजमेंट रिव्यू हो रही है. इट हैज नेवर हैपेंड इन और आप मेजॉरिटी जजमेंट नहीं पढ़ेंगे पूरी. आई एम अमेज्ड. तो सर मैं पढ़ने दें.
जी जी.
पैरा 5. When the election commission
इन ओपनिंग हम लोग कह चुके हैं, एटलीस्ट मैंने तो आपको कहा
जी
कि भाई आप कंप्लीट जजमेंट की तरफ जाइए.
जी, मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूँ. और मैं कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपको रेफर नहीं करूंगा, लेकिन मुझे जजमेंट तो पढ़ने दें.
किसने मना किया है फैसला? क्यों गिला कर रहे हैं?
जी जी. When the election commission errs or makes significant mistakes impacting the electoral process. Ji sir.
Mr. Siddiqui, these paragraphs, I've gone through these paragraphs, about few paragraphs in the beginning. What I've gathered is that this is perhaps the mind has been expressed by the bench, which has given certain observations without adverting to the facts of the case.
जी.
And with this bias in their mind, perhaps, if I may say so, they have proceeded to discuss the case and then concluded afterwards.
Sir,
so what do you say? These paragraphs, does it lay down the premise of the judgment or does they conclude the argument?
मैं आपसे इस हद तक एग्री करता हूं कि this provides the foundation on which the judgment is based. मैं आपसे इस बात पे डिसएग्री करता हूं कि they can be considered to be a bias. लेकिन आपकी ये बात बिल्कुल दुरुस्त है कि ये जो प्रिंसिपल्स लेड डाउन किए, इन प्रिंसिपल्स के ऊपर उन्होंने जजमेंट दी. सो आई एग्री टू योर लॉर्डशिप ऑन दैट. दैट इज व्हाई दे आर स्टेटेड इन द बिगिनिंग. पैरा 5.
These all were discussed and argued. These all points were discussed.
जी जी बिल्कुल.
Along with record.
जी जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. बट ये वो मेरा ये ख्याल में ये कह रहे हैं कि वो प्रिंसिपल्स जो है उनके बेसिस पे उन्होंने डिसाइड किया, विच इज लॉर्डशिप.
13 जनवरी की जजमेंट को भी ठीक ठाक डिस्कस किया.
जी जी बिल्कुल.
बिफोर द कोर्ट
ठीक ठाक डिस्कस किया है, लेकिन सुप्रीम कोर्ट को ब्लेम नहीं किया, ईसीपी को ब्लेम किया. पैरा 5.
तो शायद बाद में ख्याल आ गया होगा, लेकिन अपना माइंड उन्होंने शो कर दिया था कि वी वर नॉट हैप्पी विद दैट जजमेंट.
When the election commission errs or makes significant mistakes impacting the electoral process, judicial intervention, now this is the fourth principle which is laid down, becomes necessary to rectify them and ensure electoral justice. The judiciary tasked with ensuring electoral justice must foremost preserve the will of the people. Election disputes.
At this point of time, when this observation was given, can we look at the actual oath of the judge of the Supreme Court? What is actually is expected to deliver on?
जी, मैं उस पे भी आता हूँ. मैं जरा सा ये रीडिंग कर लूँ, but I'll note that. Ensuring electoral justice must foremost preserve the will of the people. The election disputes are viewed through this lens, emphasizing electoral integrity and democracy's legitimacy to maintain public confidence in governance. Electoral justice is vital to protecting political and electoral rights and is intertwined with electoral integrity. The role of the Supreme Court in overseeing electoral integrity is crucial for sustaining public justice in the democratic process. And the court's power to do complete justice, this is where Article 187 comes in, is a critical tool in the constitutional arsenal of this court, enabling it to prevent democratic backsliding and protect democracy effectively with a focus on electoral rights. Denying electoral justice and compromising electoral integrity would undermine the very legitimacy of democracy, and democratic constitutionalism being the central principle. तो जो आपको extraordinary intervention नजर आती है, I think by all 11 members, it's based on this principle. Now the next principle, When static interpretation fails to preserve the vitality of the Constitution's text and principle, judges have typically rejected it in favor of constitutional fidelity. Constitutional fidelity as a concept embodies that to be faithful to the Constitution is to interpret its words and to apply its principle in ways that preserve the Constitution's meaning and democratic legitimacy over time. Constitutional fidelity and legitimacy both are framed in a means-end relationship. Legitimacy as an end and constitutional fidelity as a means to an end. We must remember that constitutions are not ephemeral enactment designed to meet passing situation, but are designed to approach immortality as nearly as human institution can approach them. Now, the principles are summarized in para 7, and I would urge your lordships to keep them in mind. With this understanding of the importance of the will of the people, number 1, fair conduct of elections, number 2, role of the Election Commission as a guarantor institution, number 3, centrality of political parties to the electoral process, number 4, electoral justice, number 5, electoral integrity and rights of the electorate in a democracy, we approach this case. Now, it is on these principles as summarized in para 7 that this case has been approached. Now, the next paragraph I will come back to when your lordships have before your lordship कि उन्होंने facts से किस तरह deal किया, because para 8 deals with the issue as to whether facts in electoral disputes, pleadings in electoral disputes are to be dealt with as you are dealing with an ordinary civil suit or not.
Mr. Faisal, in presence of Article 225 of the Constitution, whether in the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Article 185, can we discuss the factual aspect of the election dispute? Ji? Factual aspect of the disputes can be discussed or decided in another petition which is not election dispute.
So this was not an election dispute which was covered by Article 225. That is why this objection was never raised. Issue as to whether facts in electoral disputes, pleadings in electoral disputes are to be dealt with as you are dealing with an ordinary civil suit or not.
Mr. Faisal, in presence of Article 225 of the Constitution, whether in the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Article 185, can we discuss the factual aspect of the election dispute? Ji? Factual aspect of the disputes can be discussed or decided in another petition which is not election dispute.
So this was not an election dispute which was covered by Article 225. That is why this objection was never raised.